Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup look that I wear every single day. So if you want to see this look, just keep watching. So this is my face when I first wake up. I know it's not that great, it's not that attractive. First thing I'm going to use is the vitamin C moisturiser from the Body Shop. I think this is a really nice kind of moisturiser to use. You don't need that much of it, and it just gives the face a little bit of a base. Now I don't actually use a primer, I just use the moisturiser. I'm really sorry if you can hear the train track. Again, the window is open because it's quite hot today, so I keep looking up there, that's really annoying. I'm going to do my foundation. Now some people do foundation then concealer, some people do concealer then foundation. I'm going to do foundation then concealer. The foundation that I'm going to use is the Maybelline Fit Me Poreless, and it's in the shade 2220, and it's actually called Natural Beige, just for a nice light wear, especially when I've got a bit of a tan. It doesn't look like it in this camera, but I have got a little bit of a tan, so it's a nice little matte. It's quite a watery foundation, but it's just a really nice, because it's quite watery, it's just a really nice foundation. I just like it. That's what I'm going to use today. To put my foundation on, I'm going to use the EcoTools sponge. I got this free in a Birchbox and I've been using it ever since, so much so that it's actually starting to break, so this will probably go in the bin soon, but I'm going to use it as much as I can until then. So I take the foundation and I just pop it all over my face. Now the look I'm going for today is just a natural day look, so I'm not going to go too heavy. It's going to be quite a natural look, something that you'd wear to work, to school, or just a day doing nothing really. See how I'll go with that bit so far. There's not that much, but just see how it goes. But it is definitely buildable. So I've got a few blemishes here that I'll need to cover, so I'm just going to add a little bit more foundation over those. I've actually got quite a few blemishes. I've got one on my nose as well. So that's my foundation done. Although I have got a few blemishes, I'm not that fussed about them, so I'm not going to cake them with loads of makeup, because I think sometimes you cover them, they do become a little bit cakey, and no one wants to look like that really, do they? Next I'm going to do the concealer. Again, like I said, I'm not going to conceal that anymore. I think that's fine how it is. I'm just going to brighten under the eyes a little bit, and for this I'm going to use the Maybelline Eye Eraser, it's called. It's the Perfect and Cover Concealer. It's just in the shade Light, so I'm literally just going to put that under the eye. Funny faces that girls pull when doing makeup, I think it's so funny. Perfect, so now there's a little bit more brightness under the eye. Next I'm going to do the eyebrows. So I like to use all of my wet products first before I put any powder on. So for my eyebrows I'm going to be using the Rimmel eyebrow pencil. It's like 99p or something ridiculous. As you can see, I've got eyebrows and I've got the shape already. All I want to do with these is just darken them a little bit and just make them a little bit more prominent, if that's the word. Just literally go in and fill these in, and as you can see here, this bit just doesn't grow. I don't know what's wrong with it, it just doesn't grow, so I like to fill that bit in as well. The train's going past. When I get to this bit, I kind of don't put any pressure on it. Probably doesn't look any different to you guys, but I can tell. So I'm not like changing the shape of my eyebrows or anything, I'm literally just going with what I've got, just going over the actual hairs, and that's that. Like I said, I want to go for quite a natural day look, so I'm not going to go in with concealer and really cut those eyebrows in. I'm just going to leave them how they are. They look a bit softer, rather than if I put concealer, I think they'll look a little bit harsh. So moving on to my eyes, I'm going to be using the Revolution Makeup palette I Heart Chocolate. Again, it's just the palette with the natural colours in there with a few shimmers. So I'm going to be taking literally this colour here, which is the colour More, and I'm literally just going to cover my whole eyelid and then just blend it up into the crease as well. I've forgotten my brushes. Ah, they're over there, I can't reach them. I'm back. Whew, let's get comfy again. Right, am I in the right position? Gulp tea. Right, let's go again. So I'm going to use that More colour, and I'm going to go in with this brush, which is literally just a cheapy brush from Primark, and it's just their eyeshadow blending brush with the bit at the end there. I've actually got some Real Technique brushes coming, and I'm super excited because I've got a few Techniques brushes, but I'm going to pretty much have the whole collection, so I'm excited for that. So I'm just going to go over the whole eye, and where it's just a subtle brown, you don't have to be too precise with it, and then I'm just going to take it into that crease as well. And the same with the other side. So yeah, that's just the more on there. Literally, that's all I've done. Again, I'm going for a real subtle look here. It's not a real glam look. Now that I've done that, I'm literally just going to take this matte highlighter colour. It's just like a real bone buff colour. And I'm going to use the blending out brush again from Primer. Just a real kind of loose kind of blending brush. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that and then just go into the corner bit here and just soften that bit, and the same here. It's almost like pointless doing it because you can't really see it, but it definitely does make a little bit of difference. And then just blend it out slightly into that area. Angle goals, girls and boys if you're watching. Yeah, so now I need a little bit of highlighter. So I'm going to be taking this highlighter here in this palette, which is a more shimmery kind of colour, and I'm going to be taking the Spectrum, oh no, it's the Spectrum 06, so it's just a little tulip brush. So take a little bit of that, and then just on this bone bit here, my scars are really bad, but I don't want to cake them up, so I'm going to let them breathe a little bit, and just highlight that bit there. And the same with the other side. You can't really see it, it's not showing up on the camera, but it's quite a nice little subtle. Let's see if I can zoom you in while I do my eye. There we go, that's better, isn't it? So yeah, just a little bit of highlight there and there. Now I'm going to be taking the Rimmel Scandal eyeliner. It's just like a felt tip at the end, and I'm just going to literally draw. I'm going to use this viewfinder because it's closer. Draw a tiny little line. Need to get a new one. Same on the other side. And then I literally just take a tiny bit just under the eye there as well. So that's the eyeliner done. Now I'm going to take the Juice Punk Volumizer Mascara that I had in my top 5 makeup. Sorry about the sirens and everything. I live in the city. So yeah, I'm going to take this mascara. Again, I'm going to use the viewfinder because it's easier. And I'm just going to put those. Oh, I look really wrinkly this close up. In my eyes. You can see the view in my eyes. Is that just not the best mascara? Oh, bloody love it. Tiny bit on the end. On the bottom lashes. Focus. The difference in those eyes. So this is with the mascara, obvs. And then this eye is without the mascara. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So it's a bit freaky eyes being this close. Ooh. And that's the completed eye look. Hello! I look a bit more human now, don't I? So now what I need to do is just, where I've been pulling my eye about, I need to just take my sponge and blend out the bits that I've touched. So now I'm going to use the powder to set my face. The powder I'm going to use is obviously the Revolution Luxe Banana Powder. I was actually sent the real thing in my glossy box yesterday, so I'm quite excited to try them and do a comparison. So if you want to see that comparison, then let me know and I'll do a video on it. So I just put it in this little box and I just decant it in there, put some out, so then it's just easier to put my brush in. To set under my eyes, I'm just going to be using the Real Technique setting brush, just a nice size just to get into your under eyes. So I'll zoom you in there. I know this is rather close to my face, but I'm just going to go in with that and just set the under eye. Probably better for me just to use this viewfinder. And then I'm just going to set down this bit as well because I get quite oily there throughout the day. Look at that, that is mental. It obviously gives a bit of a highlight as well, which I like. That nose, we all get a bit of an oily nose, don't we? Now that I've done that, I'm going to put a light dusting of the powder on my whole face. So for this, I'm just going to be using the Real Technique Duo Fibre face brush. Just going to put it all over the brush and then just give it a light dusting. I just find it's easier to blend your contour out once you've got a kind of a powder base. It doesn't drag on the rest of your foundation. Not that I'm a makeup artist, but you know. So that's a light cover and obviously a thicker cover under my eyes and stuff. So now what I want to do is obviously contour. I know I said in my last video that I've been using the blusher palette for my contour, but I've actually got a tan over the weekend and now that contour doesn't show up because it's too light. So I am actually going to go back to this because it's the only contour that I've got. So I'm going to contour with the brush from Primark. It's just a powdery brush. It's not the best brush. Good face there. And then I'm just gonna go here. Just wait for that train to go past. Perfecto. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a bit over here. I'm not going to contour heavy again, if I've said it so many times. I'm just doing a light look, so I don't want to go too heavy on the contours. I blend that out and I'm just going to use this brush, which was like £2 from like this, I don't even know what shop it was, some shop, so I don't know, it's just like a cheap brush. I'm just going to blend that out and make that a little bit softer. Look at this. Some of this is scarring as well because I had really bad acne as a teenager. Wow, right into my 20s really. And then I actually went on Roaccutane and it helped. So I didn't get the odd blemish like everyone gets now. It has left me with a lot of scarring. Now I'm going to use a little bit of blush and I'm obviously going to use this bad boy for that. The brush I'll be using is just the blush brush from Real Technique. I love this brush, it's just such an easy brush. I'm not actually going to be taking much from the highlighter bit because otherwise it gets a little bit too shimmery. I'm just going to use the two blushery colours. And I'm just going to smile and do on the roses of my cheek and then blend it out. You can't really see the colour in that because I'm in daylight, I've not got artificial lights. But like I said, I'm not a profesh. So last but not least, I'm just going to put a tiny bit of highlighter just across my cheekbone just to give it a bit of shimmer. And I'm actually going to use this new brush. I've never used a fan brush before, and this brush is the Spectrum A10 brush. I'm just going to use this subtle highlight here. I just don't get how you get the product on these brushes. Right, let's give this a go. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these not a fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these. I can't use it. I'm going to go back to just using my Duo Fiber contour brush just because I get a little bit more product and it just gets, there we go. And then I like to just put a little bit on my nose. And I suppose the last thing that I need to do is just a lip colour on. So I'm just going to use this Primark lip liner and it's just in the shade Toffee. I really like this lip liner. It's just a real nude colour. Probably should have given my lips a bit of a scrub. And this pencil needs sharpening as well. Stop talking, Georgia, you're trying to do your lip. Yeah, look really hungry. Then I'm going to take the lipstick. I'm just going to take the Rimmel lipstick in 55 My Nude. And this is actually really dirty. Like, hit that bit and then it, yeah, messes it up. I hope you don't mind I'm using the viewfinder. It's easier than using my mirror. My lips are so dry. And then on top of, I'm just going to be using Lip Luster from 17. I don't know if they still do this because these are pretty old. Wow, about a year old. You see up my nose? And this is the end look, guys. The hair is a little bit of a mess, but if you want to see more makeup looks like this, then please don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, a little thumbs up. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Bye.